get you situated and we'll talk about this.
Okay, so now we're all set. Um, so that little 10-second or whatever clip at the beginning was to show you what we're going to talk about today. Um, first of all, my name is Lynette, and this is Charmed Grammy Crochet. And I'd like to welcome you to my channel. If you are new here, you don't know that I just was on a 2-week vacation in Florida, and as part of that vacation, I visited with and stayed with, we vacationed with Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too and her husband Tim, and we spent a week with them. A lot of this, it's all over here, is due to Nancy, and some of it is due to me, and it's a mess. And some of it's due to Lynette from Nina's Next Knots, or Nina's Knots, not Next Knots, Nina's Knots Crochet. But all of it is due to vacation. So my husband Roy and I went down to Florida to vacation to look at some properties because we're retiring in about less than a year now, and we wanted to check out some areas down there. And of course, the main purpose was to drop off blankets to Boggy Creek. And if you don't know Boggy Creek, that is a camp in Florida for chronically ill children that Nancy, Billy, and well, the whole Boggy Creek Brigade are a sponsor with donating hand knitted and crocheted blankets to the kids at the camp, and they get to take those blankets home with them. So it's we've done it. We've had 2 drop-offs already. Nancy and Billy and I, Billy the crafty Floridian, kind of took off with it. Billy is retiring now at the end of this year. She's still going to be around, but she's not going to be as active a member, and I think Lynette's going to jump in and help us out. And they all 3 live in Florida. I'm the only outsider here. But that's okay, because Boggy Creek takes blankets even from Ohio, from everywhere. And we did a really good job. You guys donated 1,090 blankets, 1090 we turned into them. And Nancy and I, and I'm sure Billy, and Lynette, all have videos. So just hashtag Boggy Creek and you'll find all kinds of information. We will be doing our 3rd annual drive starting in August. That's when we'll start collecting. We're making now because we want to do 2025 and 2025 for our drop off in 2025. Okay, enough of that. While I was on vacation, I took some things down to Nancy, and she sent a bunch of things back up with me. But we did some yarn shopping. I did some crocheting. I have some finished objects. I have some works in progress that I started, some that I took with me that I did not finish. I didn't think I would, to be honest. I thought maybe I'd get close. I did not. I took 2. One of them I didn't even touch. And that's all here. And it needs to be everywhere else in my house. I have my little crochet Bible book here that I try to be really good about putting everything. It doesn't even have a cup. I mean, it's just last year's stuff was in here and goes to here. This is everything I crocheted in 2023. This is now starting 2024. I had so much of the book left that I just went on with it. This is what I've done, and I have stitch markers. I use stitch markers. This is to separate 2023 and 24, and there's a stitch marker to separate to the newest page, because I did not write in my Bible the whole time I was there, my little journal, but I have it, so I have it separated because I have to log the things in my book so I know what I've done. And what I log is what the project is, who the tutorial or pattern was by, what hook I used, what yarn I used, when I started it, when I finished it, and then any notes. And in those notes, I'm supposed to put like how many skeins of yarn I used. I never do that. I never ever do that. when I complete the project, I fold the page down, I write completed on it, and I'm like so excited. I don't go back and worry about how much yarn I used. Really, it's a good thing to know, because if I want to make that project again, do I have enough yarn? Never do it. It was an intention when I started this. I just never did it. But I did complete 2 things while I was in Florida. 2 for sure, and 1 I left there. So I gave it to Nancy. So I think I will find the yarn in here that I used, and then we'll be, oh, that's where that is. And I did mark those were like the first couple of days, and I was good. After that, I was bad, and nothing got in the book. So I have my trusty little pen, my trusty little book, and we're going to see what happens. So first I have this, and this is, when I got to Florida, Nancy, when we got to the hotel, she gave me a box that had 2 skeins of yarn in it that she wanted me to use. And I started right away. The other skein is not in here. This skein is holding this project. This project is not in my book, but I talked about it, and I think I might have mentioned it and maybe shown. I did show. This is my rectangular cardigan. I wanted to make a rectangular duster cardigan, and this is it. I think I'm about as big as I need the back to go as far as the width. So I'm not starting the next row until I really have time to sit down with it and like lay it out over another article of clothing of mine that fits good, that, you know, I have a cardigan. It's not in here. Where is it? Because it is my favorite cardigan. Anyway, I have a duster cardigan that I made out of granny squares several years ago, and I love that thing. And I wanted to do another duster, but I didn't want to do it in squares because I've been there, done that. So I thought I would try this rectangular. And so this is where this is so far. I'm not going to go into real details of the projects because those will be probably separate videos. This is more just sorting out, but this is a Caron Skinny Cake. Let's see if I can get it out. There it is. And it's this far done, and the color is called Grape. And I guess I'm maybe halfway through. I don't want to mess it up too much. But to work on this, I need to actually, I'm using a 5mm hook that's not in here. So that is project number 1 that I have started, and that's going to stay down here because I need to lay it out on the table with, you know, I need to work on it. So we're going to write that on my rectangle cardie. That will be starting up project number 17 for the year. The pattern is my own. I did, I gotta write this hook down before I forget. I'll come back later and fill in the rest of the notes. But I just want to get them written in the book. And I don't know when I started it. And actually I do. I started it probably on the 10th. I think I started it on 2/10. And Caron Skinny Cake. There. That's in the book now. It's official. And so, as I said, I'm sorting. I picked up some stuff while I was there. My friend Bree, from Bree's Crafty Creation. I will link her anyway. She made some things for me. I gave one of these to Billy, the Crafty Floridian, for her birthday. But I had Bree's husband. Actually, it's Bree's husband that makes these. I had him make 4 of them for me. One I wanted to give to Billy, one I wanted to keep for myself, and one I bought 2 for gifts. And so this is what, isn't this amazing? I mean, just look at that. All the detail. I don't know. I want to get it close. Oh, there you go. See how you can see all the detail? It's layers and layers. Don't ask me how he makes it. It's made out of wood. But see that? Isn't that fabulous? So Nancy picked him up for me because Bree and Nancy had lunch. And so she picked him up for me. And I gave Billy hers for her birthday. That's in the video from Boggy Creek. Maybe I'll see. I never used the cards, but maybe I'll see if I can put that video up here since I've talked about Boggy Creek and the donation quite a few times already. I will see if I can use the cards and figure that out. But these need to get put away. Well, mine needs to get put up now, and the rest need to get put away. But I got to keep these in a really safe spot. So hold on just one second. Okay, well, while I was gone, I even picked out the spot I want mine hung up in. Roy will do that for me sometime today or tomorrow probably, because he's really good about that. So next I have, and I have more of this. Nancy went yarn shopping when we were in Florida. I did not go. Roy and I were eating. She didn't want to eat. She wanted to shop. So she went yarn shopping without me, I think because she wanted to buy something for me. She was like, I'll just go. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll be back in just a minute. Well, she went Valentine shopping, and she bought yarn for me. She bought yarn for herself as well. She bought, I don't have all of it in here, but she bought and gave me some 2 Hobby Lobby yarns. I don't have the other ball band in this bag, but she bought this. It's called Grape. It is, I love this yarn. No, this is Mixed Berry. She bought me a couple of these. She bought a couple of the stone washed in the purple. The purple color is called Deep Violet. I don't have a I don't think this is, no. And oh, here we go. And then this Loops and Threads, she gave me a couple of these in of course the color name isn't showing up right here. Come on. The color is, I think it's like birthday cake. Acrylic, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we'll go into more detail on it later, but it is the Loops and Threads. Here's an empty ball band from one of them. Yep, it is birthday cake, and it is the Loops and Threads Carousel Twist. So she bought me a couple of those, and I started this project just because it was working out for me. I'm making another cardigan. She was making that cardigan with the big box, you know, the big square in the back. She's finished her cardigan, but she started it way before, way before we went to Florida. And I made all the squares now. All the squares have been made. I had to stop at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and I had to get a couple more because I decided, I wasn't sure how I was going to join it, but I decided, this is what I'm doing, just real quick. It's the, you know, the white and then the berry color, and then I ended it in the stone washed color, and I'm going to join it in a continuous join with the berry. The granny continuous join in this color. I have more of the stoned washed color, but I decided I wanted to join it in the berry color. So that being said, I have all the squares in here, and I have some of the yarn in here. Some of the yarn is in another bag. I was crocheting in the car, and I finished, and I had to buy a bag. I didn't have a bag big enough. So we were at Walmart, and I picked this up on clearance for $4. And it's nice canvas, actually. I really like it. I should have bought more of them. But I have about 9 million project bags already. I don't need more project bags. I just needed a bag while we were there. So, so I picked up this bag and this granny cardigan that now I'm to the point to, crochet is, to do that, you have to, when you like crochet across the bottom and attach, and then up the side, or across the bottom and up and down and up and down and up and down, and then around. So, that's going to be a process, and I need to do that laying it flat on the table. So I couldn't finish it in the car. Maybe some people could do that in the car, but for a couple of reasons, I've only made that one duster cardigan before out of Granny Squares, and it's been a couple of years. So I know I want to lay it out, and I have part of it joined together. Anyway, so we're going to call that the grape cardi. And this isn't really going to be a duster. It's just going to be long enough to cover my buns, but not like mid down to the knee. The other one, the one with the skinny cake, that's a 3-weight yarn, and I wanted something light for summer. This will be more fall probably, but the other one I'm hoping, on a chilly but not cold summer night, late, in the late spring, early fall, I could wear that. This purple one will be more early spring, late fall, and winter. It's gonna, because it's a 4-weight, they're all 4-weight yarns. And so we're just gonna see how that works out. But I want to lay it out on the table. I have it pinned together, half of it, and then I didn't have enough pins with me. Stitch marker pins kind. And I used a 6mm hook I've been using on that. And the yarns are 4-weight. I'm just going to write in here so I know. And I started that actually on Valentine's Day when she gave me the yarn. And it's not finished. And we will probably have a bunch of notes at some point, but I don't have any right now. So I have more yarns that need to get put into this bag, or this needs to go in a bigger bag with the other yarns for, sewing it together. Then, when we saw Lynette, I went to look at, oh wait, let's do this first. Okay, what's in here? This is a project that I took with me. Still haven't finished. I did work on it though. So this is a not yet, still not yet finished object. I did show it to you, but I'll show you again. I did work on it. Didn't work on it much after I started the other projects because, oh, what the hell? I've had this for 3 years already. I almost feel like sending it to Trish and telling her to finish it. Trish is Mama Swift. She doesn't mind working with this skinny yarn. Or there's Victoria from Nightingale's Crochet. She doesn't mind working with this. And I don't mind working with it, but I can only do it for so long, and I go cross-eyed. Honest to God, I go cross-eyed. So, but I did do a few rows. And it's getting there. I mean, it's kind of long. Wide. It's lightweight. It'll be great for summer. One summer. When I ever finish it. It'll be finished. I mean, it could be finished now. It's long enough to, like, wrap around you or whatever. But maybe not wrap around me so much. But somebody thinner. Smaller. This is the Stitch Studio by Nicole. And this is how much I have left. Probably another 3 years worth of crocheting. Just saying. I'm using a 4mm hook. And don't ask me the stitch pattern. I don't remember. Like I said, I started it 3 years ago. I did not keep a yarn journal at that time. But it is living. Isn't this the cutest bag ever? And Anita from YOH Crochet gave me this bag for Christmas, and I just totally love it. Totally, totally love it. And it's holding this project very nicely. And this project is going to go right back into the project drawer over here, probably for another year. No, not really. Hopefully not. I should actually write it in my book. It's never been in a book. I should write it in my book. And then maybe I will actually get to it. I will remember it more. So it's gonna be project number 19, and we're gonna call it the Forgotten Shawl. How about that? Because the poor thing has probably felt forgotten for a long time. And maybe that'll get me to finish it. Pattern is, I don't know. Hook is a 4mm. Yarn is tiny. 1 weight or 2 maybe, I don't know. Started, good question. These are the things that I keep in my log. Don't know why. Like, how many cakes did you use? That would be important. I don't write that down. Finished and notes. I know I started in like 2019 or 20 or 21, something like that. And I want to think it's like the winter ice shawl or something. I don't even know. But anyway, now let's get to Lynette. So, I went to look at property near Lynette's house, and she met us there. Sadly, it wasn't what we were looking for. I was really disappointed because moving close to Lynette would be really fun. But we're not moving, and that's not happening now. Not that we can't move close to her in a different house, just not that house, not that property. But she did give me, and I told her I would take, and I'm very, look at this. There's a little butterfly in there. Look at how cute that is. And look at this one. These are just on top. Smiley face, love it. But Lynette, well, I guess really Laura got from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, got Lynette into a big, huge bunch of trouble because Lynette, to help with Boggy Creek, had said that she would take, if you had a couple of squares, if you wanted to send her a couple of squares, you know, it cost you about the cup of coffee at Starbucks, send her a couple of squares and she'll put them together if you don't like making granny square blankets. I mean, not that Boggy Creek has to be a granny square blanket. It definitely does not. But Lynette said, make 5-inch squares, send them to me, and I'll put them in. And then Laura said, if you send Lynette 17 squares, Laura herself would make more squares, and Laura hates making granny squares. So all of that leads to the fact that Lynette had about 5 million granny squares. No, but literally about 5,000. And so I said, she is overwhelmed with, I'll never get through making these, and these deserve to go to the kids. The kids deserve to have blankets made out of these wonderful squares. And she says, it's going to take me 10 years. So several people, including myself, said, oh, give me a box. I'm going to be down there. I'll pick up a box. I'll make some. So these are the box of squares she sent me. Everything in it has purple, because purple is my favorite color. These are just the ones that are loose on top that I'm showing you. But I have a big box. Big box. I'm so excited to kind of look through them and figure out how I'm going to put them together. Probably with a single crochet join, because I can do that continuously. You know, just make rows and put the rows together. That's an easy, quick. I can watch movies and do that at the same time. So this big, huge box is all squares from Lynette that need to find a home in an easy reach place for me. So I can just grab a couple of squares, put them together, grab a couple more squares, make a row. And I think I have the ideal place. So hold on just 1 second. Okay, found the awesomest place for those, and Rory is hooking me up. So he's a good man. You don't think they're gonna fit?
They can't be squished or nothing. They gotta stay flat, right?
I mean, if you stacked them like this,
Huh?
you know, stacked them like this, yeah, just like that, and stick them in there.
This? Sideways?
No,
Like this?
it's yarn, it squishes. So Nancy and I went yarn shopping, of course. I mean, why wouldn't we, right? And I was undecided what to buy, if I was going to buy anything. And I decided, you know, because we are moving, I'm trying not to buy a lot, even though it's really hard. Because I do have a yarn buying addiction. I enjoy buying yarn. So, that being said, I want to make a blanket, like that hand knitted blanket that I made, that I took out and remade, if you know what I'm talking about. I went to a class and she told us, you know, she taught us how, and the class was great. I loved the class. I'm glad that I went. She provided the yarn, you got to pick the color, and then we knitted on a table, and the class is like 3 or 4 hours, and you walk out with a hand knitted blanket, but you use that really fat 7-weight yarn. And I love my blanket. It's completed, it's done. She wanted us to make it looser knitted than what I preferred, and I think she was doing that because she didn't want to have to fix it if you lost all your stitches. Oh, they all fit. Oh, bring it here, we'll show. So Roy put them in for me, and look, yay, awesome. Here, you can take it back now. Just put it anywhere, so I can just sit and grab out some. I think I really like, I'm gonna go through some of my yarn upstairs, and One Skein Wonders of purple, to maybe put some of those together. I think that would be good, or cream, or white. White would be good too. So anyway, back to the blanket. This was on sale at Michael's. Matt, my Chloe, my oldest granddaughter, her boyfriend, had a birthday, and I'm like, you know, I want to get him something for his birthday. And she said, you don't need to get him nothing, don't get him nothing, don't get him nothing. I'm like, I want to get him something. And well, she says, get him, she's Grammy, he's jealous that he doesn't have a Grammy blanket to cuddle up in. I'm like, are you kidding, really? Like, he's 21 years old, he wants a Grammy blanket? Awesome. So I thought I would make him a blanket, a hand knitted one. I remade the one that the lady taught us because the stitches were too big. I didn't like them that big. So I took it apart and I remade it. And so I'm going to make him, blue is his favorite color. So this was on sale, I think it's regular $9.99, and it was on sale buy 4 get one, buy 3 get 1 free. I think that was the sale we got this at. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember for sure. But it is a 7-weight. I thought I ordered some from Hirschner's, which is probably at my post office box right now. But I think it was a 6-weight. I think I was wrong, and I got the 6-weight. So I will use that for amigurumis. No big deal. But I ordered this in the 7-weight. This, when I felt this, I'm like, this is the right yarn. And it's they're calling this color a periwinkle. Now, I don't know. Oh, okay, it's a regular $9.99, and it was on sale. It was either buy 3 get the 4th one free, or it was on sale for $6.99. I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, it is called Fluffy Chenille. It's 100% polyester. It's a 7-weight. It says use a 25mm hook, which I do have one. I could crochet it. And it has free patterns if you do this little thingy-mabobber. oh, here it is. It's 23 yards, 10 and a half ounces. And you need 164 yards to make that. I bought 8 because they were buy, that was it. They were buy 4, get 1 free. So you had to buy 8. So I bought 8, and they did not have 12, so I did not buy extra. But it's you know, they'll have it on sale again if I need to add more to it. But I have 2 bags to make that, and I will make that when Roy is having his second leg surgery next month. And so this is going to go just upstairs in these 2 bags, just like this. I haven't started the project, so I'm not putting it in the book until I start it. But I'm going to do that while Roy is off having surgery, you know, off with the surgery, and I'm home with him. That's that project. That was good. Then I took this bag with me. This is a bag that Nancy gave me when I was there last year. And she did not fill it with yarn because I couldn't take it home that way. But I had projects I wanted to make for people at work, and I did complete this one. And this is already in my book, and it is one of the 2 projects that I completed out of my book. And it is a unicorn. The pattern is supposed to have knots in it. I didn't want to do that. I was gifted the pattern. I don't remember who it's by, and I don't think I wrote it down. But I was gifted the pattern, and so I made the unicorn. This is all blanket yarn, different blanket yarns from different places. I think the white is, well, wait, it's mostly Bernat Baby. Yep, I think it's actually all Bernat Baby. All Bernat Baby, which is a 6 weight. This one is the sparkly for the horn. And I made the flat version. So, but I did not put the knots in. They wanted knots, and I did not. So I just made the legs shorter. I think she's really cute. She's got a real horse-looking face. A guy at work, I'm giving this to his daughter, who is 6, so the safety eyes will be fine. There's another gentleman at work who has an 18-month-old daughter who likes cows. So I'm going to do another one, but I'm going to change colors in it and make black spots. And maybe one of the ears might be black. This is pretty much, I think it's a no-sew, as I recall. And I'm not going to use safety eyes for the 18-month-old. I'm going to make the eyes that Jo from Jo's Web makes. She has a tutorial. And I'm going to do that real soon. So I can give them their toys for their kids. But I'm going to do the same non-stuffed in the middle. Make the same pattern. I'm just not going to put this horn. Probably no horns at all. No mane, no tail, like this, you know, so I think that face can look like a cow if you just do the colors right. And so that's what I'm going to do. Make it more, I went round and round over how to do that, or what to do for the cow pattern, and I have some patterns in some books that I have that I thought I would do, but I really liked doing this whole no-sew thing. No-sew amigurumi is the way to go, if you ask me. So this bag is filled with the yarn that I used and the yarn that I was going to use to make the cow that I did not yet make. So that's in here. And that's still a project to be made. Well, most of that yarn gets put away now. So that yarn needs to go upstairs. Then I was pattern testing, as you know, for Jo from Jo's Web for her leggy bunny. And we made these leggy bunnies. Now this one has to go back to Nancy because it's Nancy's. I mean, I made it, but she needs to be with her friend, the one that Nancy made. And we made this using the Neons, Premier Neons yarn. And it says on here to use an 8mm hook. which this yarn is kind of thin for an 8mm hook. And I'm like, what? So I used a 7 and it still was thin. It wasn't right. I wasn't happy with the hook. The yarn is nice, just not with that hook. It does fall apart real easy though, so you have to be really careful with this Neon's yarn from Premier. It's a chenille. I have it in several different colors here. These were gifted to me by Nancy. She opened the box and she's like, oh, let's make the leggy bunny out of these. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. So we used the pink for this one, and then I used purple to make this little chick, and I used a 5mm hook, and look at how much nicer. Now this was a no-sew tutorial. I'm going to try to link everything that I can find, but this was a no-sew tutorial. I made this in the I think I made this one in the car on the way home. The eyes are safety eyes that we got off Amazon. And this is made out of the purple. And so you want to know about the yarn. I did not use the yellow yet, but I want to make something out of the yellow right away. So it is 131 yards, 120 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100% polyester, 100 grams. And this color is called Neon Flamingo. The purple is called Proton Purple. I know it looks pink. It looks pink, but this is the pink. So this is the purple. And then the yellow one is called Highlighter. So these might be in another video. I'd like to go into more details. I'm just showing you what I got so I can organize it and put it in my book. So we did the leggy froggy. Then I came home. I mean the leggy bunny. And I made another one because I wasn't real happy with this one as far as the hook size goes. And I made this one with a 5mm hook. No, I did this one with a 4mm hook and just Chanel yarn that I got from Dollar Tree. And it says this is a 6. These are all saying that they're 6 weight, but they're all different. So I think I'm going to do a comparison kind of video on these before I send this one away. And then, so when I was in the mood, well, we were at Nancy's house still. She said she wanted to make a peep. Last year, Joe from Joe's Web made this peep that she thought was going to be, you know, and it was like this huge. And we went looking for that tutorial. We looked everywhere. We couldn't find one that was that big. But we did find one. And this is made out of the Posh yarn. Nancy let me use her Posh yarn. And I loved this yarn for amigurumis. This is, nope, take that back. This is not the Posh yarn. This is blanket yarn. Nope. Gosh, I'm going to have to ask her which yarn is which. I don't remember because we made this too. We just went looking for peep tutorials. This is the Posh, I think. Nope, I think this is. I think the purple is the Posh. The Posh is by Big Twist. I'm going to have to ask her which one is the Posh because this is blanket yarn. I think this is the Posh yarn. And this is more of the neon yarn. I made this in the car on the way home as well. This I made with the Dollar Tree yarn, and I used a 4mm hook because it is the thinnest of the yarns. These I used 5mm hooks. 5mm on this one for sure. And I think we did 6mm on these, and I believe this is the Posh and the 6mm, and they worked out great. I really liked the 5mm with these. No. See, this is why you have to write everything in the book. I know this was a 7. It was too big. I know this was a 4, but it's much thinner. The Just Yarn Chenille from Dollar Tree is much thinner than, and that's a Premier yarn, but it's thinner than the neons. I believe these, not this. This was a 7. I think we used a 7 on that, and I used a 6 on these. That's how that worked out. And I did use my 6 on this. The 6 worked out really well. I used a 5 on something. Oh my goodness. I used a 6 on this, I used a 6 on this, and I used a 5 on everything but the green guy. That's how it works. I got to write that down or I'm not going to remember. So I'm going to write it down right now, but I'm not going to make you guys sit through that. Hold on. Okay, I got them all written in my book. Pretty sure I used the 5mm hook on the last 2. The pink, the big chick. The big pink chick. I'm pretty sure I used a 5mm on that one. I started the little leggy bunny with some leftover the chenille, and but I didn't use all of it of the next one to finish that. And the reason that I did those is because Judy from Witch Piece Crafts is doing Shutterbug AU, and so I did the pink things and the orange. I think as part, I was gonna make a basket of little Easter Ammies as the end. So that's what I was trying to do, the picture, you know, with some of those yarns and those colors. But what I really want to do for that is out of this up here, this Allura, and make those little backpack bunnies that I've been making. So I think I still have time, and I might just do that anyway, because my grandkids are going to want these. These are going in the grandkids' Easter baskets. So, I mean, not that the backpack buddies can't go in the Easter baskets, but I have those books, the little miniatures, and that was my original start, but I didn't take those on vacation with me because I didn't want to have to take all that. I didn't know what colors they were going to be, and, you know, whatever. So I made do. So I can submit these, and I probably will make the little backpack bunny and still do that. So that being said, when we went, I still have this, we went to Michael's because I needed to get more of this yarn. I was concerned that I wouldn't have enough for my purple cardigan. I was on the end of the last skein that I had of it, and I didn't want to run out, and it was on sale. So I did pick up another one of these while I made where I stopped for that, just to make sure that we had enough. And I finished the squares in the car, and I had enough, and I might not need that now. But then they still had the these on sale, these Karen coconut cakes. They were on sale for regular $12.99, on sale for $8.99. It wasn't part of the buy 3 get 1 free thing, because they were on sale for $8.99. But then you also got a 20%. I had a 20% off your entire sale, including sale price stuff. And I love the cotton cakes, the cotton yarn. This is cotton. 78% cotton, 22% polyester. It does have a little bit of like that coconut looking little fuzzies on it, you know. And I'm like, do I like it? Do I not like it? And I kind of do. I like to make bags sometimes out of granny squares, or just out of anything. But if you use acrylic yarn, you need to hold it with something cotton so it doesn't stretch as bad. And this is a really nice cotton for doing that with. Plus, it would give it that extra texture, which I kind of like. it, you know, thinking of a bag that would be kind of cool with the extra texture. So I bought 3 of these in the neutralist color that they had, which is almost completely white. You probably can't tell too much, but there, oh yeah, you can. See, it's a tan and a white. This color is called marshmallow. So this has to go upstairs on my shelf. And I bought it specifically so that if I make bags, Nancy's talking about making a poop, and she wants me to make that with her, you know, do like a crochet along with that. I don't know if I can fit the poop in on my schedule right now, but I wanted that specific yarn, and I'm going to put this in the bag with the cardigan, but this is going upstairs on the shelf. It was bought with intention for making, you know, bags. So, because I do enjoy doing that. Then I think Nancy. Oh, Nancy gave me this. Now I think we're getting into more things that Nancy sent home with me. She sent me home this. Isn't this cute? It's this little right there thing. And it has the round stitch markers in there in gold. Can you get it in the right spot? There we go. Let's see. There. So she sent me these home in this little thing. I think that's so cute. It'll be nice, you know, right on the table next to me. I like that. Then she said, please take these ice yarns. She doesn't like to use this real skinny yarn. I use it very slowly. so she sent this home with me. And it's ice, so it doesn't really have a color. But this needs to go up on my shelf. They call this a 2-weight. It's a 50 cotton, 50 acrylic, 150 grams, 600 meters. Let's see if there's a number. Made in Turkey. Yeah, I don't see a number. Should have a number, you'd think. Don't see one. But anyway, it's ice yarn, and it's the gray and yellow, which isn't that pretty. So if I was really nice, I would make something for Nancy in that. Because those are kind of colors. She likes gray and white, and this one has yellow in it. So that's got to go upstairs to the yarn room. Then she brought out this container, and it had these bags all folded up in it, 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. This is the small. She said, we're filling these up, and that's what you're going home with. I'm like, are you kidding me? She said, nope. So we went yarn shopping, and she sent me home 4 of these. They are the Colorama Glow. Colorama Halo, not Glow. Ogo yarns. This color is purple. There it is. Lavender Frost. And it's like the latte cake. Isn't that awesome? Oh, it's so soft and wonderful. So I have 4 of these. These just need to go on my shelf. I don't know how do you store these? I don't buy these circles because I really truly don't know how you store them. So, you know, storage is always an issue for me. These are 5-weight, 71% acrylic, 18% nylon, 11% polyester, 8 ounces, 227 grams, 481 yards, 440 meters. And so I have 4 of these. These are gorgeous. They get to go up on the shelf. She gave me a set of double pointed needles because she had 2 of them of the exact same set. These are a US 9. I don't know what you use DPNs for, but I have them now in a size 9. And we went to a little yarn shop And the woman at the yarn shop, I believe her name was Melissa. I can't remember right off the top of my head now because I'm not good with that. I have cards in here. But anyway, we went to this little yarn shop, and I have a couple of giveaways, and this is part of the reason I had to go through all this stuff. I gave this away that Melissa provided from the little yarn shop called Gucci's. Yeah, Crochet. There is her card right there. This was a mystery bag I purchased for $10, and I put that in the giveaway. So that has to get in the mail. And I put this in the giveaway. We did a live, and I gave all of these 30 things away. This one was provided by Melissa. These two I purchased myself. And these will go out in the mail hopefully tomorrow. If you don't, I'm going through my emails tomorrow, and I'm going to the post office tomorrow. The plan is to email these out, or send these out in the post, because I'll be at the post office. So if you have one and you have emailed me your address, these will go out in the mail to you tomorrow. If you did not email me your address, but you sent me an email, or if there's any question, I will be emailing you back tomorrow to say what else information I need. But these are going out. That's the plan, is that these go out tomorrow. If you want and you don't know, you need to email me, or they can't go out in the mail. And that would be on the live that I did with Nancy from the hotel, or from the condo. And you'd probably best to find it on Nancy's live, but should be on mine as well. Nancy also gave away some stuff, and Melissa had another package that Nancy is sending out that she gave away from her yarn shop. The yarns in that shop were so adorable. And she was so sweet herself. I have video of her, but she did not want to be on camera. She's kind of camera shy. Here is more of her shop stuff. This is like, when you buy something from her, she sends you a pamphlet, like a flyer. She's just her own. It's just her in this shop. And so she promotes herself with this 10% off and yarn samples, which I think is so cute. This yarn here, I did not buy any. I should have. It's a 3-weight. The yarn is called Mod, and it's like rockabilly, and Picasso. It's like those kind of yarns. Really nice. So she has a bunch of different yarns, and she will send you a little pamphlet with samples of other yarns to buy, and you get a sample of it, which is fabulous, because that's one of the problems of buying from a store that you don't know the yarn. Yarn you've never tried before, you might not like it, and then you're stuck with it. So I brought home, this is the bag she sent home, gave me as the shipping bag. And I purchased from her this yarn pack of, I think this is the bamboo cotton. And this little pack was $10 for the 4 colors. And she made it up for me. Really nice. And this yarn is, I think, the cashmere. And she also made this pack up for me. And this yarn is the same. And she made this pack up for me. Isn't that, I can't wait to make something out of it. What do you guys think I should make out of these? Oh, God. Love, love, love this. These are 3-weight yarns. This is a 2-weight yarn. Totally Laura, eat your heart out with all the oranges. Let's see. Yeah, Melissa. Melissa is the owner. Here is her card. I want to get that in the right way. You should really try to frequent her shop. She has 4-weight yarns too, but most of her customers, being in Florida, I guess buy the thinner yarns. So that's what we mostly saw in the store. Now those have to go up in my yarn room. But I brought that out because Nancy also sent me home with some of the yarns from her store. Not that this isn't the yarn that she bought. This was yarn that she had. So this is the 2-weight. This is the oh goodness, I can't tell. This is the same yarn. So she sent me home with 2 packs. This is the 2-weight, which I believe is the. Let me look at mine because I could see it on mine. I thought I could. Oh yeah, made in China. Hold on. Oh, that's right there, Lynette. Okay, yeah, this is the cotton bamboo. So Nancy gifted me 2 packs of the cotton bamboo that she had at home. Again, it's the thin yarn, and it's not her favorite to work with thin yarn. She likes to work with like 5- and 6-weight yarns all the time, or 2 4-weights, you know, put them together. And I like the thinner yarns as well. They just take me a long time to get something done. So I have those that have to go up and get put away in the yarn rooms. You know what? I'm going to put these in here. And I also have the Boggy Creek giveaways to do. Again, that'll go out. Those will be done tomorrow. If you've emailed me, if you were a winner of my giveaways from Boggy Creek and you emailed me, that will be in the, I'll be taking care of that tomorrow. I wanted to be home so I can like look at everything and organize everything and, you know what I'm doing better. So, you guys, this video is an hour long and I still have 2 bags of yarn to go through. I think that I will make that in a second video because I still have to put all this stuff away. And then I can get out this other stuff and show you what else I have, because I still have 4 bags to go through, 2 that came from Nancy. You guys will be real thrilled to see that. But I'm hungry now. It's lunchtime. I need to eat. I need to put this stuff away, which I might film for you too. Maybe I'll put it all away at the same time. But I'm going to end this video here, and we'll do another video of the rest of the stuff that I have to put away, or to go through and then put away. And that'll be another video for another day. So thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the things. You know the things. And I will list everybody, and all the tutorials that I talked about will be in the description box below, hopefully. The peeps and all that were tutorials, except Joe's Leggy Bunny now has the tutorial is out, so I can link that. I know people were asking when, and I'm going to do that drawing for the giveaway for that tomorrow as well. I can only do so many things in one day. But all of the prize stuff is being done tomorrow. I'm home and, you know, finishing up I start work again on Tuesday. So I want to get all that stuff taken care of and off my plate tomorrow. And I will probably film the rest of this video in a second. I will film the rest of this video in a second video. So it'll be a part 2, and you'll probably see that the next day after this one goes up. Okay. And when I'm saying tomorrow, I'm meaning Monday. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday. And you'll probably be seeing this video Monday. So that's the time frame that makes sense to you. So thanks for watching till the end. And I will see you in the video tomorrow. Another video tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye.